And a new day begins at the Abbey. Oh. A message from Wanda. Can't believe I'm saying this, but would you please meet me in the library? Okay. Let's go meet Wanda.
Wanda? Am I seeing things, or is that you in the library with your nose buried in a grimoire?
No, it's me, all right. Wanda, in the library, with a book of spells in her hand.
Uh-oh. Someone is going to get hexed.
If you mean Lilith, Hydra, and every Lilin lackey on the planet, then yeah. They're screwed. Because the Scarlet Witch is back in full form.
So, I take it you no longer fear powers, or your ability to control them.
The curse of self-doubt has definitely been lifted. I feel like I can trust myself again, and you played a major role in getting me there.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
You were the one who did the hard work of overcoming your fears and facing yourself.
Maybe, but I couldn't have done it if you hadn't, I don't know, saved my life, mentored me, showed me I had it in me to master my abilities.
I am just glad I could be here to support you.
And I'm here to support you too, you know. Till the end.
We still have a lot of work to do.
A world to save. And for the first time in a long time, I truly and honestly feel like I can help save it, without accidentally destroying it in the process. It's empowering.
I am glad you are better, Wanda.
And it's all thanks to you.
Alright then.
Can never be too strong, right, Hunter? Always heard that I have too much energy.
That is a
Well,
compliment.
Depends on who's saying it. Used to hearing that I'm too powerful. I need to pull my punches.
That seems counterintuitive in battle.
I think it's because I intimidate the inferior. The most boring
Right.
conversations are about who is more powerful. What do you think about that?
A show of strength can avert bloodshed.
For me, it's about knowing I can stand up in any fight. It's not about going binary or anything like that, although binary is fun. Real power is standing back up after getting knocked down.
That is an inspiring notion.
Resilience in the face of adversity, baby. That's what I respect about you, Hunter. You're not afraid
Me?
of your strength, and you fight to win in every battle.
Caretaker and Agatha shaped me
I
that
suppose.
way.
If they did a good job, we all just might stop this apocalypse. And I'm betting they did.
I'm sure I can find you some markers.
Suppose we'll find out soon enough.
Getting reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not? You've met? Gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before they...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is this lab?
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait, where? You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
Oh dear.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see.
What? How is this in any way helpful? Okay.
I've been waiting.
Oh. Oh. They attack one of their own allies. Okay. I thought that he would charm them to attack one of my allies. So that's why I was a little bit confused there. Okay then.
Be my victim. You should never have come here.
So close. Does anyone else have the strength to do it? There you go. Okay.
You've left me no choice. Is this what you had hoped for? No one is to blame.
They're mine. I'll put this to good use.
We serve until the end.
I guess they're not holding back.
Okay.
These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop me feeding on them.
You know as well as I do, Blade. Your thirst, my hunger. We can only fight it for so long.
Some of us have tried harder than others.
Oh, you think I haven't tried to end this?
I think you don't mind that you failed.
Okay.
master must be so proud.
That's a neat trick. Don't blink.
This one's for you! This should help. Try this on for size. Maybe, I don't know, you should have asked Lilith for cooler outfits?
I doubt they were expecting such resistance. All my work lost.
What kind of work, Doc? This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it to them.
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a file. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone. Along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
Looks like they're back for seconds.
Nah, they have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
Then we shall dissuade them.
Alright, here we go again. Yep.
Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
Sure.
Out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary.
Yeah, I get the picture. It's not my first time. Just let me play, okay? There we go.
Never seen that before.
I'd say that's a good start.
Let's do this. Should get the blood pumping. And I thought man thing was ugly.
units on the move.
I knew you couldn't be trusted, Morbius. Hydra or not, this is wrong.
The work Hydra has done with gamma injections was too profound to ignore.
So you've been using them as some kind of guinea pigs? Sounds a little unethical, Doc.
As opposed to the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big difference. I'll make quick work of you. I think you got him. Here it about time.
Okay, that was awesome.
There we go. Oh, there's waves. Okay. Might as well do this.
Nice. Let's do this.
We need to draw different cards. I think we're fine.
Reinforcements inbound.
There we go. Should be fun.
If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation and false imprisonment. Because it's, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero. But your words aren't lost on me.
It sounds to me like they just missed their mark.
Get the hell out of here. Alright. Next.
On Delta responding.
Hello.
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just lucky I'm
As opposed to what?
me leaving you here with your experiments. Permanently.
Maybe we can all hug this out later.
You've made a mistake.
I'm not really into guns, but you make a compelling argument.
Get the hell out of here. There we go. Without a scratch.
No further abomination.
Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With us?
Who?
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey.
Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. This once.
Well, I guess it's decided then.
Hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
Well, as long as Peter vouches for you, I'd say you're welcome.
You surprised me earlier, and I do not like surprises. But any friend of Peter is a friend of mine.
I am relieved to hear it. You have a wonderful home and a great many resources. I look forward to making use of them.
How do you think you will help?
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade
Oh?
knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should
I
that
see.
matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
Oh, of course not. Let me put it like this. If you understand the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
Right.
Then let me officially welcome you to the Midnight Suns.
You will not regret this. Now, can you show me where we keep the prisoners? I would like to feast.
What?
What?
Only kidding.
Oh.
I think you'll be happy to know that I've actually already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes.
Huh?
The vampires have taken that from me.
Oh.
We must take it back.
That is why I'm here. And I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
Well, I do have some questions.
I want to know a little more about you first.
Naturally. I am an open book.
Uh-huh.
Who were you before you became a vampire?
I was born with a rare, degenerative blood condition. My disease would have proven fatal if I had not taken matters into my own hands and experimented on my body using vampire bat DNA. I cured myself, but there were side effects.
I see. And so you've become a vampire of sorts?
I have heard you called a living vampire. What does that mean?
It means that unlike most vampires, I have a pulse.
How is this possible?
Interesting.
Most vampires are tied to the supernatural realm. They are undead creatures. My gifts are a boon of science. I am wholly unique in that way. Quite literally a freak of nature.
Right.
I would like to know more about your capabilities.
Like a traditional vampire, I possess enhanced strength, speed, and acute senses. An accelerated healing factor allows me to bounce back from otherwise mortal injuries. And while I cannot fly in the traditional sense, I have the psionic ability to glide over great distances.
Fascinating.
Do you have to consume blood like any other vampire?
Regrettably, not only do I need to consume human blood, I crave it.
Oh.
But you do not need to worry. I keep my cravings in check these days, and only feed on those who prey on others.
Well, I suppose that's good to know.
Do you share other vampiric weaknesses?
One of the advantages of being a living vampire is that I do not have those Achilles heels. I could drink holy water all day, and a silver bullet stings like a lead one. One
Oh.
slight exception is daylight. I do not burn under the sun, but my eyes are sensitive to the light, and my powers are somewhat dampened during the daytime.
I see.
You seem to know Blade and Spider-Man well. What is your impression of them?
When I first became the living vampire, I struggled with my baser instincts. It took me a while to maintain control over my appetite. Spider-Man and Blade were the first two heroes I encountered, and they protected many innocent people from my wrath.
You mean they fought you?
Yes. But I am grateful, because they encouraged me to become a better man. Though I wish Blade's approach hadn't been nearly so ferocious.
Alright. Well, thank you for your time. Morbius?
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
Yes. Farewell. Intriguing. Never thought I'd meet a living vampire before, let alone work with one. This should be interesting, to say the least.
Dangerous. I want to see him in action.
Blade, are you actually comfortable with Morbius living here?
Comfortable? I'll never be comfortable around that monster. But if I'm being generous, he could be useful.
Alright.
If this was a mistake, let me know. We will do whatever you think is best.
Hey, I don't want that responsibility. If this goes south, I'm not taking the blame.
What exactly is your history with Morbius?
I don't like getting into that.
But the two of you have fought before. What makes you think we can trust him now?
I never said we could trust him. If that man loses control to his bloodthirst, I'll end him myself. But the vampires are using his experiments against us. We need him to clean up his own mess.
So Morbius is just a tool to you?
Call it whatever you want. I call it practical.
Well, can't argue with that logic, I suppose.
Sorry we didn't give you a heads up before. You know, about bringing a vampire into the Abbey. It all happened kind of fast.
Are you
Yeah.
sure we can trust Morbius?
Yeah. Morbius has his demons, but he's a teddy bear. A snarly teddy bear. With fangs. But there's stuffing in there, somewhere.
This is not helping your argument.
What I'm trying to say is that Morbius has a good heart. And exceptionally good blood.
Good blood?
Yeah. Whatever Morbius did to transform his body infused the heme in his blood with curative properties. I'd love to help him study it further, if I ever have the time. Since we're fighting new breed vampires, we'd do well to have a living vampire in our corner.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Anything else on your mind?
So,
What happens if Hydra successfully replicates Morbius's prototype sample?
Sun-proof vampires seem like a bad idea for all involved.
Maybe not for the vampires.
For now, it's just a scary theory. Even if it works, there could be side effects, like new breed vampires bursting into flame upon contact with oxygen. Yeah,
Right.
wishful thinking, but prototypes can be unpredictable. Just ask Hank Pym about Ultron.
alright. I will, if I ever meet him.
Thanks, Carol.
Sure thing.
Yep. Farewell.
Now I'm not the only one here who tried to kill Spider-Man. Is it weird? That makes me feel good.
Alright. Somebody wants to talk? Oh! Oh! Something's happening down at the forge. What's going on?
Doctor, meet the doctor. Now, the Abbey has as many PhDs as you'd find on your average golf course.
We've met. Dr. Morbius, so good to see you again.
Doctor Strange, still patrolling the spiritual realm, I see. I'd love to get set up as quickly as possible in here. Start learning the lay of the land so I can help out.
Well, set up your little test tubes anywhere you'd like. Just don't touch any of my stuff.
And there are several mystical artifacts in here that no one should look at directly.
Don't look and don't touch. You'll really know how to make a colleague feel at home.
Just remember that's only an expression. And you don't actually own any of this.
But we really are glad to have you.
I can tell.
Tony, what is your impression of Morbius?
Well, we've never actually met, but Strange talks highly of him.
I am uncomfortable inviting a vampire to live in the Abbey.
Hey, I know what you mean. Half the people on my board of directors are vampires. Not literal bloodsuckers, but they definitely try to sink their teeth into you. Or your pocketbook.
Maybe.
The guy's a freak, no doubt. But every genius is. You should have seen half my professors back at MIT. Or that Tony Stark guy who's always in the news. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've read a few of Morbius's papers on DNA manipulation, and it's years ahead of anyone else. He could be a valuable asset.
So you think we can trust him?
Well, I never said that. But he could be useful.
I see.
Stephen, have you worked with Morbius before?
Oh, yes. He is a formidable ally. He once assisted me in a battle against a fear lord from the dream dimension.
Oh, yeah.
Lords are powerful foes.
Yes, it was a boisterous battle, so I was pleased to have Morbius at my side. Undoubtedly, he will be a favorable ally against Lilith as well.
So you have no reservations about letting him stay in the Abbey?
None at all. As long as he doesn't grow too hungry, we'll all be fine.
Wait, what should we do if he gets hungry?
We should all be on guard.
Stephen, I need details.
As with any vampire, he could lose control and eat every one of us, but I do not think that will happen.
Right. Let's hope not.
Checking in on me already, Hunter? I haven't had time to get into trouble.
You can never be sure.
I suppose. What can I do for you?
Nothing for now.
Never mind.
Happy to talk anytime.
Alright. And with that, I think we're ready to call this a night. It's time to hit the bed.